Hello, people and bots. Grandpa Canuck here, and we're back in Stationaires. And today is a general work day around the base. We've been puttering away lately on getting our satellite control room. We do have some displays set up for the horizontal and vertical. We've chosen some dials, might change it to buttons for changing those. We also have the on-off switches for the satellite and the landing pad functioning and displaying accordingly. And I'm thinking out how to do the power setup as well. Don't know if there's anything else we want to add to the satellite manipulation, but you can see it works. The lights flash out there. Woo! Success. Look, it's dark. Well, before we go outside, and go mining, let's just go check the aggro room here. And yes, close helmet. Turn on the necessary things before going into the airlock. Do 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 do. And we can check if anything's wonky in here. Well, the percentages look good. Pressure 92 is okay. Oh. Thriving. We have tomatoes. Oh, looks like most of our wheat is ready. It just needs to seed. Rice isn't quite ready. We'll need to pop back here in a little bit. I think I'm going to add a second height level so we can put Harveys in. Do some automation up there. For now, let's throw these in here. The refrigerated vending machine. And we are very short on copper. We could probably use a little iron. Not a big deal if we don't get any. I don't think there's much. We have some cobalt. Yeah, we need copper. We want more than 47 when we do it. Oh, before we go, turn on the beacon. And let's go this way. last little while we had the first rocket head off, do some scanning, so we know a little bit better what's up in space. That was an exciting time. And I have prepared tutorials on making and launching your first spacecraft. So if that's of interest, that is out there. Okay, I think we're far enough away. We could probably use some water. A little bit of oxide maybe as well. That's O2. We need a little bit of O2. Might as well get it. That'll do us. N2, no, not really. We need copper. Nickel, no. Copper. I love these mining goggles. They're one of my favorite things in this game. This is a big deposit. I think that's good. We'll throw that one out. And we got to get out of here. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay, we could use some iron. Wasn't such a big deposit. More volatiles than iron here. And we're full. No, didn't want to do that. Give me that back. Silicon, I don't think we need. We could use some water. Some H2O. This looks good. Do we want any gold while we're here? Sure. There's gold in this here hill. Also copper in this here hill. Okay, we are full. Not sure where the hole is. We'll make a new one. There we are. And battery's almost gone on the glasses. $346 data away. Oh, sneezes. Two big ones. Sorry. Pardon me. Oh, we got lots of stuff now. There's the base. A little more easily visible now than it used to be. Home sweet home. Well, to start with, let's go throw some ice in the machine here. Some water. And we need a bunch of temperature in here. And to make astraloy, we got to build our pressure up. Let's just check on that astraloy. Astraloy ingot, 30 to 40 megapascals at 1,000 Kelvin. Okay, so we need a lot of heat. Let's throw that oxidizer in. Pull a bunch of oxidizer. A whole bunch. Away she goes. Okay. We've got our temperature up to do iron. We'll do these in groups of 50. Pressure's almost up to 30. Let's do some of the gold. So it requires a higher temperature. Not quite high enough yet. Pressure's over 30. Okay, for astraloy. One part copper, 1 part cobalt, half steel. Okay, so we need steel. So, steel. Just to triple check. 1 part carbon, 3 parts iron. 1 part carbon. 3 parts iron. 1. 2. 3 parts iron. And that's not quite hot enough. Needs to be 900 Kelvin, I believe. Yep. Okay. Went off a little bit there. Okay, we need 2 parts steel, 1 part copper, and 1 part cobalt. So where's our steel? What did we do with the steel? Here it is. Two parts steel. One part cobalt. One part copper. Not quite hot enough. O2, a couple more volatiles. Still needs a little more. Better make sure this excess gas. Get in here, yes. Can. Yes, it can. Uh, 973. A little more. Come on, machine. There's a lot in there. Whoops. It's 1000 Kelvin. Here we go. And it can't be over 40. There we go. There's the astroloy. Yay, 50 astroloy. And we have 100 steel. Okay. And we've got very high pressure. Oh, my. Where's all this coming from? Anything else we want to take in? Might be running low on silver. much cobalt left. Okay, that reagent mix. A whole 1 bar. Woohoo! And I think we can just let this sit. Yeah. Okay. Got gold there, throw that there. Got 50 copper. Let's go over and dump 50 more water in. I don't think we'll have a problem with pressure on anything. Let that work away. And this is hot. And it's really about as much pressure as I want to make on it. We'll just let it sit there. We'll let that sit there. I mean, we could start running things through the Stirling engine. I'm not too concerned about that amount of power at this time. So let's just go inside, sort out our stuff. We got this one from recycling. I think we're using it mostly in this machine here. No, we needed the astraloy here, as well as the copper. Does it have steel? It does. So let's throw the steel here, the gold here, the silver here, the copper's down here. So we're better stocked now. Smelting, check. Let's go check on the crappies upstairs. We had a disaster a couple days ago. The heat got way too high and I left it way too long. I realized the heat problem. I started lowering the temperature down, but I left it all too long over the heat, in the heat, and we lost a whole crop. Lost something like 9 of our 10 soy seeds. Yep, we can get rice seeds. Okay, ricey seeds. We were down to 1. 15 rice. Wheat seeds. Okay. Wheat seeds. There we go. So we got wheat to take downstairs. And as I said, we're down to one soy. Let's plant it. What do we want to try? 6 pumpkins. These should keep growing and give us lots of pumpkins. 8 corn. I'm not too interested in corn. More wheat. More wheat. Okay. I think we're okay with that. Airlock brake. I can hydrate. Okie dokie. Well, we want to add another solar panel out there.
Hydration critical.
Oh no, I need a drink. Well, let's just throw the rice in there. I think I'll turn that into flour. I need to hydrate, just like the real Grandpa did. Except that I don't have Coke Zero here. We do have chocolate cake now. We can make chocolate cake. Well, finish that off. We need a new tin of food. Do we have any rice in here? Oh, well, we do have a fair bit of flour in there already. Cocoa powder, cooked rice, milk, eggs, flour, cocoa powder, sugar. We could make chocolate cake. Well, I think I will just put this wheat on the for sale market for now then. Okay, we have a logic processor, 2 logic processors. Switch lock and a memory. Let's put those all together. Because we got more logic work we got to do to get this stuff going. Whenever we get around to it. I'm down to 2 cable as well. I guess the big thing is a heavy solar panel. 15 asteroid. do one of those to start with. And we will need some cable. So we'll better our power situation. We can put another battery up when we have the storms. We definitely can store more for leaner times, and we'll have less leaner times. A day or two ago, we actually had to go on rationing of power. We had to go on minimal power, and when we're on minimal power, we gathered enough in to be slowly gaining. Battery. We need steel. We brought in steel. I think we're going to need more of both sizes of cable, the regular and the heavy. We're going to need more copper in this machine. Oh, crap. That was a glitch of the finger. Okay, we'll start that over. Now we can shut it off. Okay, I think we will come back for our components that we'll need for setting these up. Now, do I really want them to be dials? Or do I want buttons? The dial, when I cross 360, you know, the dial for the horizon up and down, because I'm not going to go over the top, would be very useful. So it's only going to go up to 90. That'll be easy to do because I can just read the dial and send that number to the to it. So I don't need a dial for up and down. I just need a dial to turn it. And I can do it in increments of 1, so I just click the dial when I want to go that many. And I can send the number directly through to the satellite. So that will be simple. I just have to see what the minimum and maximum is. Obviously 90 for straight up. Okay, so we'll set the vertical first, and we will use 1 dial. We don't need 2. Okay, the horizontal, we have to cross 360, so using a dial, if I go up to 360 and then turn it back down, because I can't cross over without resetting the dial. The dial only turns so far in one direction. It's not a rotary that I can cross over. I might have to rethink using that. 2 dials for up 1 to 10, down 1 to 10. Buttons to increase or decrease. I'll think it. I'll figure it out somehow with my brain. I'm gonna need more food. Oh yeah, I'll eat canned French fries for a while. Yummy. Gotta love canned French fries. Hygiene's good. We've got our 2 things we're going to work on. Close the helmet. Much healthier to do that. You know what? I didn't bring the glass out. I didn't bring the glass out. So I want the power on this end. I'm conserving space. So it goes there. And I need the heavy cable. This side of it. And I need the light cable for this side of it. And I need 5 glass. And that's the right way round. Okay, and what am I going to need for this? Iron sheets. So I need iron sheets and glass. Iron sheets and glass. And I'm going to have to come on down. This is a heavy cable operation. Okay, steel and glass. Or iron and glass. Iron and glass. So I'll need 2 I/O chips, a read and a write, to read the number on the dial and write whatever that number is to the satellite. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Glass. Steel. 3 iron sheets I think is enough. 5 glass I think is enough. Get this project done before we move on to the next one. That's not what I need. I need a crowbar to install these. Welding torch and 5 glass sheets. So these are welding torch. It was right in the first place. There we go. And it's got its efficiency. And we need those. Not enough. I need 4. I need 4. It takes 4. Let's not go around with that in my hand. It can have bad side effects. And there aren't any there. And there's iron in here. That's cool. I think that's about all we need of those. Ah. Okay, and we'll need those 2 chips. Not sure. Nope, don't have any IOs. I can put these inside or outside. And I need to only use 1 dial. So let's have a look at where I have things positioned out there. Screwdriver. Go. And I have it assembled backwards. Way to go, Grandpa! Angle iron. A wrench. So it needs to go this way around.
Air tank low.
My air tank is low. Why, thanks for telling me. However shall I do now? None of this is automated yet. We can turn that on. And that is, of course, totally dead. But next time there's a storm, that will fill up nicely. Nicely. Okay, air tanky time. We've got a few around here. Let's just check and make sure it's not like 700 degrees or anything. Nope, that's a good temperature. And that one's empty. We'll put it down there. Okay. I'm only going to need 1 of those 2. where do I want to put it? And I'm going to have to do the adjustment on the inside on that dial. So I'm going to have to put a temporary wall out here, like this one. Okay. So start with, we'll move to, we want a dial. Let's put the dial directly below it. Yeah. Oh, I need it from the other side. Can't put it on from here. Okay, but that is going to have to be powered from here, I guess. Like that. We need to put that on from there. And to work on it, we're going to need to looks like everything's set. Can't do that. I need that. Okay, to work on that. And do I want these inside or outside? I'm going to have to work on the dial from the inside, so we'll do it. We'll put them inside. Let's just check our satellite. The minimum, it's at 50. So 90 is the down. And 0 is the up. And it goes no higher than 90. It goes no lower than 0. Okay, we'll start it at 0. Waste tank, caution! I have a lot of waste. I could blow it in here and get through the airlock. There we have a dial. want to control it. And we need to remove that with a crowbar. Don't depressurize. Don't depressurize. Good. I did it right. Yay. I need a screwdriver. Maximum 90. Value is 0. And that's what the satellite is currently. Cool. Hey, who said you could go? Logic reader. Logic writer. Wrong thing. This is for the dial of the sat vertical. Okay, and this is for setting sat vertical. Okay. Need a bunch of cable. I'm not using this now. We'll come back to this after. So, is my logic sound? Am I thinking properly? I need to read. Oh, well, first of all, let's get the rest of the wires set. That'll work. Okay, so logic read. Dial sat vertical. No, not computer. Logic reader dial set vertical. Dial sat horizontal down, horizontal up. Dial, because it's called dial. let's change that so I stop confusing myself. This is dial. To set, vertical. And it is set at a maximum of 90. So 0 to 90. Dial to set sat vertical. And I want the setting, I believe. Should go up to 90 and stop. And it does. Yay. We will set it for 0 because we know that's where the sat is. Now, this input is the logic reader. Or can I just read it directly? I can read it directly. I don't even need the reader. I can just get the data from the logic writer and send the output directly to the satellite. And I want to do the vertical. I don't even need that. So, it turns the satellite. It's that simple. It's a one-chip operation. I don't even need this one. Cool. Now that's a simple operation. Beauty. Okay. Well, I've got more space here. Put chips in for this. Do I want those to be dials or not? If I used a dial, I could go 0 to 360. If I go over 360, I need to reset. If it's equal to 360, I have to rewrite it to 0. Can I do that with one logic chip? I think it's that simple. I'll be able to go from 360 to 0, but I can't go from 0 to 360. If it's greater than 360, reduce it by 360. If it's less than 0, increase it by 360. So I need 2 compares and a logic writer. I think that'll work. I'll need 1 button, not 2. Or 1 dial. Okay. Oh, and I don't need the satellite on, I can turn it off. I think that's the easiest way, because if I try and use a button for up and a button for down, then I'm going to have to read that I pressed the button, have a constant that I add whatever the button value is, 1 or 10, and then move the satellite, set the satellite to whatever the satellite is plus, but it only has to do it once. Okay, so I'll have to have it on off. Oh, that's way more complex. Way more complex. Okay, so let's go outside and see what wiring I can get rid of. Reduce this down to 1. But while I'm inside, let's pay attention to the needed creature comforts, like a fresh battery. And Grandpa's stinky, needs a shower. And hydration. Put my clothes back on. And the utility belt. Yes, I went into the shower with my headlamp and my glasses. I know. Canned French fries. Everybody's favorite. Who doesn't like canned French fries? That needs a new battery. You need a new battery. Something else that needed a new battery. While we were outside. Wasn't that. Oh, the glasses. And that needs a heavy battery. I need another nuke. In Canal 5. I have 13. I've got enough to make 2 nuclear batteries. So if the dial is under 0, I have to add 360 to its number. If the dial is less than 0, but it never can be. Okay, so I'm going to have to make it more complex or stop whenever I get to 360 and go around the other way. So the simple is to stop and turn back the other way. The other would be to, when I get 360, no, I make the dial go from 10 to 370. And if it comes below 10, add 360. And if it goes over 360, minus 360. But the number I'm setting is going to have to be less than 10 of the item. Then I can go past 0. Okay, so I can set it up to just do 0 to 360, and I'll be operational. And then I can just improve it adding the logic. I don't need... I'm getting more batteries, little batteries than I need now. Battery power. And we're charging those in here. So I'm going to get rid of both of those. I'm going to put a dial in there. I'm going to have to remove cabling. Okay, so let's put that wall back in place. I've got 50% damage to my lenses. However did I do that? Oh, that's plastic sheets. Wrong type of wall. I gotta go see what I'm dealing with outside. Ah! Closed helmet. Yeah. Yeah, I caught it. We're gonna work this out better. We're gonna put that there, which will directly connect in. We don't need any of this. What we do need is this. That'll go on there. That's all we need. That'll go on the inside. Yeah. what is the satellite set at officially? It is set to 360, 15 degrees. So let's just set it to 10. Shut it off. Okay. Very clean. Are you talking about my my wiring? Not talking about Grandpa's shave there on the screen. It might be neat, but not clean. Anyway, first time chat. Thank you for coming in. Behold, 46. Okay, so I just need and to get at the dial, I'm gonna have to use the inside panels to get to the bloody buttons. So I've got to remove those panels to get to it. Well, that sucks. Always one more hassle of a step. What's this one require? Why doesn't it tell me? Steel sheet. And of course I wouldn't happen to have a steel sheet on me. No, not at all. Different type of wall, wasn't prepared for it. I need airlock music. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. When Canada rules the world, Canada, Canada, Canada rules the world, things will be nice. That's my terrible rendition of Arrogant Worms, When Canada Rules the World. Okay, now they're temporarily closed. And I never returned that upstairs. I've been carrying it around all this time. Next time out, I'd better go up there and put her down. I need a crowbar. Okay, don't Nobody blow up. Good. Good. Okay, so a screwdriver. Can't get at it because the wall's there still. Don't remove the wrong one. Don't remove the wrong one. I want this to be able to go up to 360. Technically, I'm going to want it to go to 370 eventually. Satellite's at 10, so we'll set it to 10 to start so we don't screw it up. Hey, Centurion Maximus. Yeah, good evening. It has been a while. I didn't stream for a long time, and I started streaming about 2 months ago again. But I don't think you've been on in the last 2 months. So it's probably been a year since you chatted with me. So I need a logic writer. And it's right here, so that's a reader. Logic mirror, logic writer. Okay, Mr. Logic, we're using logic. Is that the logical thing to do? You were on holiday from the 1st of May, and I was probably a couple of weeks before that. Since our schedules lined up. Yeah, possibly. It also depends on what game I was streaming. I might have been streaming something you weren't interested in. I think I've only been doing stationaires for the last month. Pretty faint audio. Okay, hold on. Some people say that. Okay, is that better? Hopefully that works for you. Nobody else has said anything today. Way better when you're closer to the mic, okay? I also changed the settings, but is that okay right there? If that's okay, I'll leave that as my standard. And if I have to turn it up a little bit, I can do that as well. Good enough? You have to hear me over you're playing. Oh, okay. Well, at least my birds have gone night-night. They're not squawking. I was streaming Hearts of Iron this afternoon, and for some reason the birds were just all noise. It was just unbelievable. They're normally not like that. I mean, they'll squawk a little bit now and again, but they were just all noise. Okay, so I want to call these things before I mess them up. This is the dial to set sat horizontal. This is the logic writer to set sat horizontal. So now we have them called something. I can read dial to set sat horizontal. And my output is the sat horizontal setting. Am I missing something? Medium satellite dish. There we go. And what I want to set is the horizontal. Horizontal. Turn it on. I set the horizontal. Oh. Let's turn on the satellite dish. Okay, and we will change this to 15 degrees, and it turns to 15 degrees. Yay, team! Now I cannot cross 360 or go below 0 because the dial won't do that. So I'm going to have to add some smart logic, which will be a lot more than one chip to do that, but this will get me so I don't have to run outside anymore to contact a trader. Yay, team. Okay, let's put the walls back. What kind of walls were these? There we go. The sounds aren't that important in that game. Okay, well, let's turn on the landing pad as well. Turn on our computer. And we have the Astromart. Oh, that's much too big, 7x7. I can't land him. So, 36 off. So let's turn this 10 degrees. And 39 degrees off. So not much. Turn that back. We'll go from 15, 25. You haven't played Stationaires in about 45 days. I really thought I'd like it, but my playing it isn't something I look forward to. I definitely need to give it a reasonable try. Well, I have made some tutorials. So I have a YouTube site now. I started about 2 months ago. And all of these broadcasts get put on there. But there's a lot of shorter tutorials. Stationaires, Hearts of Iron with the Black Ice mod, and Going Medieval. I've got a little bit of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on there as well. And not too sure if I have much else on there other than that. But if you're looking at if you haven't played in 45 days, they now have chocolate cake. So you can bake chocolate cake. So that's 40 off now. So that's getting worse. I will make this better later, but at least it functions now. I think this is a case where I would want to cross the 360 line. Ah, okay, you've got to make it work. Do that. Staying alive. Yeah, staying alive is important. Okay. So let's do what we don't want to do and spin this thing around 50 million times. This is why I need to make adjustments to improve this, but the logic gets it up and running. What am I doing here? I'm moving the operation of my satellite and trading stuff to the inside. I have a standard little base with bedroom, my original area that I have here, which is kind of like, kitchen, whatever. My manufacturing area. There's my satellite array out there, or my sun tracking array. Second airlock up here with an egg room. All my batteries are outside. I've got wind turbines, all that stuff. And outside, my furnace, all of my gas work area here. I've got a fledgling composting and saving the gas, ice crusher, all that stuff. There's the auto tracking array. I've launched one rocket up into space. So I've got my launch pad with my rocket. I've got my landing area upgraded to a 5x5. Fuel storage is up there on the second floor. I have a Stirling engine up here. My array of batteries, as I said, fuel storage. And all my wind work. And I needed to come up here to put this down. because I was doing some work attaching a new battery not that long ago. It's a puttering day on the base today. They've also introduced adhesive additive so that you can insulate pipe. If the pipe is there, you can just add the insulation. And to your tablet, they've made a ground observation mining thing. The last update, what for the chocolate? May 12th. And on April 23rd was the insulation, the ore tablet, and a couple of other logic sorting things and whatever was added as well. So if you haven't played in a month, you've probably missed the April 23rd and the May 12th updates to the game. So the printer instructions, sugar, cocoa, and cake was May 12th. And the major update on April 23rd was logic sorter, insulation, ore tablet, and future content. They're working on redoing the or adding to a lot of the cooking, but that's going to come at a later date, and they've got a whole bunch of other things they talked about that's coming. Have you worked with the rockets at all? This is actually quite interesting. You can watch my tutorials and get caught up to speed on that. The in-game tutorials are broken. I don't even look at them, so I couldn't tell you. I look up tutorials and I write tutorials, so I don't use the in-game tutorials. The wiki isn't too bad, and the information on the Stationpedia is all up to date. So, you know, the chocolate bar, chocolate cake, chocolate cereal bar, and, all the sugar and all that stuff is all in here. You haven't built a 3x3 room. So you're not ready for rocket science, huh? Okay. You haven't built a 3x3 room. Well, yeah, you got a ways to go. Oh, 5 degrees off contact. I can reach him and call him down. Isn't that cool? I can call him down from here. I can turn off the power for the satellite that I don't need. And I can go out and trade with him. Well, when you're ready for rocket science, if you like the way I speak and the way I explain things, I am making tutorials now for things in this game. And it's mostly the low-end stuff. I won't make a tutorial until I have an active site I've made myself for that. So even though I could explain how things work that I've built beforehand, I'm not going to do it until I actually build it. So I'm not going to do a video on how Harveys work or deep mining works until I actually install that stuff. So this guy's got pipes and stuff. I don't need any of that. And you want cake, a cardboard box, steel, solder, electrum, invar. Well, I have a cardboard box I can sell you, but... Oh, he wants chocolate bars. He wants a cardboard box full of chocolate bars. I don't have that. And I don't have a cake baked. Should I make him a cake? Maybe I'll go make him a cake. He's a nice robot. He deserves a cake. Gotta remember how to make a cake. He wants a regular cake. Okay, so 50 sugar, 5 milk, an egg, and 50 flour. Let's put some of this other stuff down. I don't need to keep carrying it around. So I'm going to need milk, eggs, I think it was sugar, flour, eggs, milk, and sugar. So I need flour. My tutorial started at the beginning. I don't think I did one right at the beginning. I did one about making an airlock. I think that is probably the first one I did in my series, was making a simple airlock for Mars. Because that's where I built this base. Okay, so in the microwave. Okay, cool. 50 flour, 5 milk. 50 flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 milk. One egg and 50 sugar. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 sugar. And an egg. I can put this all away while it's cooking. Boy, that fridge is fuller than my fridge. Ah, a cake! Let's take him his fresh hot cake. What the robot's going to do with a fresh hot cake, I don't know, but he wants one. You want a cake? Here you go. You can have a cake. There you go. For 250 credits, I will sell you my cake. I don't have any of this set. I don't want to sell any Invar. I don't have one of those. I don't want to sell Electrum or solder or Constantine. I could sell steel, but it's inside, and I don't want that, and I'm not going to bother anything. So, goodbye. You can have your cake, and you can eat it too, Mr. Robot. Cool. So there we go. I can do my basic trading inside. I'll have to make some adjustments to the horizontal. Right now I can dial it up and down one or two, one at a time, and I can't cross the 360 barrier. I'm going to have to add more logic for that. But what I have added is pretty straightforward. It's one logic chip and a dial to change the directions.
Hydration critical.
Oh no, I need a drink. Oh, the other thing they changed is a little bit of hygiene. Every so often you get stinky and you have to have a shower. Or at least take off your spacesuit and air out. But it's better if you take a shower. See? They got showers now. Really? Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a little warning that'll come up here on the upper right when I've been wearing my spacesuit too long. It'll say I have a hygiene problem. Better than real life. We don't have meters for ourselves that says hygiene problem. We have to rely on people telling us, ooh, you stink. I wouldn't be surprised if they add we'll turn those off to conserve power. And this all works. For now. Cool. It was to get people out of the suit and into a pressurized base. Yeah, you're absolutely correct on why that was done. I agree with you. People didn't want to approach things realistically. And the designers of this game want you to approach the problems and living realistically. They want you to eat food. You know, I wouldn't put it past them to add some kind of toilet, bathroom, loo, whatever your technology is or word that you use for excretion of, expelling unwanted human waste. I bet you they add that in the future. And I bet you they add a laundry facility to wash your uniform as well. I better check this out. I've got a lot more automation other than bringing in that... Oh, yeah, now I'm hungry. I forgot to eat. Yeah, I was using the pressurized base, but I wasn't always getting out of my uniform. Now, sometimes I actually switch to having a headlamp and the uniform, and I work inside the base. And eventually, I'm going to make it so I can do most functions from inside the pressurized area. Making a 1x1 pressurized space with a potato plant, and a bare minimum atmosphere, and telling others that that was all that was needed. Well, you're absolutely true. That's all that was needed. Hey, we got taters. We got soybean seeds. Okay, we're going to want to replant all of this. We lost all our soybeans. These don't look so good. Well, it says it's thriving. Just takes a long time to grow, I guess. Hey, there's my automatic lights coming on. That means the sun's due up in a couple of hours. They've had enough night time. Tended to burn content and go, that's it, and refuse to interact with anything more complex than shove food in your mouth. Oh, man. You know, there's the game, and then there's the spirit of the game. There's those that play by exactly what the rule says, and if the rule says you can't do it, then you can do it. And they won't do it unless the rule says that you have to do it. You know, rather than the spirit of the rules. It's kind of like the law. Letter of the law, spirit of the law. And call the rules of the game, you know, the parameters of the game, you know, the law. So the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. And I have a group of people that I play with. And yeah, from time to time, I'm the one that says, you know, that's not realistic. We can't do it that way. But the game allows us to. So I like games that are more realistic, like this one, that has playability, yet many things. To it. And not something, when you can build something and have one stick in the ground and 1,000,000 pounds held up 100 feet off to the side, that's not my kind of a building game. I like real physics things, and the amount of real science in this game is good. I love it, the fact that you can get liquid condensation on a pipe and it makes your pipe explode. Beautiful addition to the game. Absolutely wonderful addition. I want more soy. And some more wheat. There we go. That's rice. That's wheat. And I probably have so many tomatoes. Okay, and this is what our harvest is. So now that I know I'm not coming up here and I'm going to be inside for a while, I won't necessarily get out of my spacesuit, but I'll take my oxygen off. Because I know I don't need it. Or at least I'll have my suit open. And all of this is potential sell. We've got tons of tomatoes. And we'll throw that in there for now as well, because my fridge is pretty full. Okay. Well, we added solar collectors. And we got the landing pad comms. That's what I was referring to there. They just need to be improved now. So, 7x7 Atmo, and I'm going to call it the Cross 360. Oh, resolve hygiene, yeah. So, well, I can show you. I've got hunger. I don't have hygiene problem, but I've got hunger. So I've got a rack here. So what I do is I take off my helmet I take off my suit. I take off my backpack. You know, and I even have to take off my uniform. And I don't like going in the shower with my two belts on. So then I come over. I got a light for my shower. I can turn on the power and take a shower. And if the hygiene light was on after I take a short shower, it would go off. So when you get stinky, that's what you got to do. And there's no need to get back in my uniform right now. I have a lot of tomatoes I should can. I have 5 here. I'll need oil. I'll need tin cans. I don't have my backpack. Yeah, I need to carry things. 2 cans, I'll take the 10 cans. And I need some more tomatoes to cook. There's 20, that's all I need for now. Let's do some canning. Let's cook all these up first. This is the boring, repetitive part. This is why they want you to work towards automation, because this takes a long time to do. This is boring. Watching a video of someone doing the same thing over and over again. So, do I need to do a song and dance to entertain you people? I don't have an oven. I haven't put an oven in yet. Do. So what's everybody else doing other than watching me? I know one of you was playing Factoro. I know what that game is. I don't play it. I watched it a couple times. Anybody else got anything on the go tonight? Satisfactory. Satisfactory guaranteed. Yes, everybody, if you don't know how to cook a tomato by now in stationaires, you're blind. Watch the Boston Bruins lose to the Senators in the last 1.5 minutes. That's hockey. I mean, you know, you got to watch the whole game. And the two best examples of that, and I've seen them both on TV live, was Crosby in the Olympics with the gold medal. And the minute he did it, I said, that's the second best goal I've ever seen made. The first, of course, was Henderson in 1972 with the goal in the 8th game of the Canada-Russian series. That was the most incredible series. I was still young. I was about 11 or 12 when that series was done in 72. You watched that series too? Yeah. Everybody in Canada watched that series. There's a great video that was done on that called The Cold War on Ice. And if you're a hockey fan or you want to be nostalgic about that hockey series, you have to watch that. They interview Phil Esposito and all the guys about it. And it literally was a Cold War event. And, you know, there's lots of good commentary about were they going to get shot when they went with their hockey sticks because they were going to take the coach guy off the ice. And that was real scary because living in that era, you knew that stuff was all possible. And you didn't know what was actually going to happen. Oh yeah. Phil Esposito talks about that. We thought we could win it real easy. We had no understanding of Russian hockey at that time. Absolutely none. And we didn't understand the bigger ice. They didn't understand checking. And what's in there? I didn't add a tin can, did I? Shit, I just destroyed it. I think I just destroyed it. Yeah, I just destroyed it. Crap! Crap. I just put one too many in and wrecked it. Oh well. I wrecked it. Not enough of anything else here to can. I have to cook more stuff up. Well, I messed that up big time. That was terrible. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, back in 72 when that series was on, I was a Boston fan. You mentioned the Boston Bruins. So back in the day, Hodge, Esposito, Gary Cheevers as the goalie, Bobby Orr, Derek Sanderson. Oh, give me a minute. I can think of another 6 guys on that team. But that was a dream team, and they won several Stanley Cups. Okay. Well, I have some rice. I have wheat. Cardboard box full of one of those cardboard boxes is full. Potatoes. I guess I don't have any pumpkin. I have rice. I've got rice. Rice, oil, tin cans. Now let's not try to mess this up as bad as we did before. Rice. Cooked rice is 3 rice. Canned rice pudding is 5 cooked rice and a soy. So I need to cook the 15 3 at a time. One, 2, 3. So yeah, anyway, you should be able to Google that and find Cold War on Ice. Excellent video. Excellent, excellent. Okay. 5 cooked rice and a soy. So I want to use all 5 of these. A soy and a can. There we go. And we can put some fresher rice in here. And starting to run low on oil. That's why I need that soy made. I had an oops a couple days ago and I destroyed like 9 soy plants that I had. So I lost all the seeds, all the product, everything. It was not nice. Okay. Can use some lights around this base. I had them all off because of my power shortage. I need a meter down here to tell me what my batteries are charged at. I've still got one all blue. And one that's at least 3 green. And the sun's coming up. And I generally gain a trickle charge if I'm not doing anything high level battery like trading. But I do want to find some seeds. Stellar Systems Store. Which way do we go? $48. 47. $66. Ooh. $27. Not changing much. $21. Is that enough? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, he's coming down. We can turn the dish off. Go get my suit on and go out and trade with him. And Grandpa, remember when you go outside, close your helmet. Okay, Grandpa, I'll remember. This time. Ugh. Let me get something for my eyes here. Just 1 second, people. Oh. Rub my eyes there. Hey, buddy, what you got? A microwave, a laptop, portable kit. I don't want any of this stuff. Autolathe construction kit. Well, that's nice. It's got everything in it. Don't want it. What are you after? Electric parts, integrated circuit IC10s. Don't have any made. Electronic parts, I don't have any made. What do you want in the food package? Oh, you want a mix. I don't have a muffin or a bread loaf, so I can't do that. I've got the others. I have some cable on me. I'll sell you. You want? I'll give you a 50 cable. Oh, you got a storm. You better get out of here. Good luck. Oh, nasty storm. Walk against the wind. Bob Seger, Against the Wind. Saw him in concert too at the CNE grounds. That was the album that was out the year I saw him in concert at the CNE grounds. That's Canadian National Exhibition Grounds in Toronto, not Tirana, Toronto. For all you non-Canadians. I wouldn't say that was the best concert. I enjoyed ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, and the opening group was Hall & Oates. That was probably my favorite concert of all time. ELO, amazing sound in the 80s. Yeah, amazing sound. Really, really nice music. They had a number of songs I really liked. I had several, I had mostly cassettes in that time period. I had some LPs, long plays, 33s for you young people. That's vinyl to you very young people. And for your old people, I still have a wind-up phonograph in the corner that's United States Navy 1930s issue. So I should put up a picture of that sometime for all you people. Maybe when I do Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, I'll put up pictures of my 1930s American naval phonograph. You've got good memories of the CNE? Yeah, I've got some pretty good memories of the CNE. CNE's got, or Toronto has a lot of things, from the CN Tower to the, it used to be called the Sky Dome, the stadium there for where the Blue Jays play. To the fairgrounds, the ROM, a whole bunch of other museums. A lot of good stuff in Toronto. I have to say it right. If I start saying Tirana, you guys will, you know, the Canadianisms, like take off, going T-O, Tirana on the 401. It's like 150 clicks, like that's like 6 beers, eh?
Hydration critical.
There's Canadian slang at its best, you hosers. I do use the word like in my regular conversation, eh? And I can throw the odd A in there too. Bob and Doug made it all famous. Yeah, that's for sure. One of the best skits from Second City TV, SCTV. It was actually created because they had to have at least so much Canadian content in their show that was purely, unquestionably Canadian. Even though they were all Canadian actors doing varied skits, it could be taken from as being from any number of countries. And the Great White North, the Bob and Mackenzie skit, was actually created to show that they were making Canadian content officially for Canadian broadcast regulations. So there's some real obscure Canadian trivia for you tonight. Okay. Taking the O out of country bit. They had a lot of good skits. Tremendous amount. But there was a lot of other John Candy's character, Johnny LaRue was always interesting. And there were several others. They were spectacular comedians, every one of them. Not just, Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis and John Candy. Every single one was a spectacular character. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm kind of caught up to where I wanted to be. My time is definitely going by here. It's 1 a.m. local time. Time for me to calm down. So I think Grandpa Canuck is going to sign off for the night here. And all of you people and bots out there, I will say goodnight to. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to me on my YouTube channel. Send me any questions you have. And if you like a particular video, please hit the like. If there's something you don't like, tell me in the comments about it. That's the only way I know to make better content for you people. I'm going to take it easy. Like you too, eh? So I'm going to go settle down, and all you people and bots out there, be good to one another. Take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.